Okay, so I am totally, completely, and wholly overwhelmed. We had a great day at the wineries yesterday. It was kind of a gift from one of the women to the whole group, and it was just absolutely amazing. The energy was insane. The views were insane. It was so life-giving. I'm also off work today because I didn't know if I was going to be traveling back from Virginia yesterday evening or this morning, so I just took off today as well too, and I'm glad I did because today is the home inspection. But what I am so overwhelmed by, just everything is coming down the pike at once. And the part that's overwhelming is that I'm being me, and I'm also trying to make a ton of design and improvement decisions while also being contacted by the loan officer and the title company and the inspector. The appraisal soon coming down the pike. I have to do certain things like take out the homeowner's policy to send that to the loan officer so that I can qualify for one of the programs I'm using for my mortgage. So long story short, I'm doing this all to myself because if I could just pause the extra stuff that I'm doing and just focus on what I have to do to close, it probably wouldn't be so overwhelming. I'm still not done the first time home buyers course. I have to do it through the mortgage lender to get some of the first time home buyer program credits I'm getting. It's like apparently the only approved one that like any different mortgage programs, homeowners insurance, they all specify that it has to be this one course. I only have 2 of the 7 modules left, so I'm going to knock those out today and then I'll have that checked off the list. Girl, it's a lot. In the beginning, my wish list was absolute insanity. Like I wanted everything done. I was like, I'm going to hire professional painters and I'm going to have somebody do the backsplash in the kitchen and I'm getting new cabinetry and girl, where? No, you're not. No, you're not. I had to scale it down to just the bare minimum of what I physically cannot do myself. Like I can paint, I can install backsplash, like just the things that I cannot do. And everything else is going to take elbow grease or get spread out over time. So I am going over to the house today. It'll be my first time seeing it since we did the tour before making the offer. So I'm really excited. I've been like making all these different lists and scoping all these different things out and doing all these different estimates. And now I get to see it again after understanding so much more about what I want to do to the place. I'm not going to show it to you guys today because the current owner still lives there. So I'm not going to film in there while like her furniture and all her stuff is in there. I'll show you guys empty house before I start making the improvements, which are going to start happening pretty quickly after I get access to the place. I'm still on cloud 9. I am so excited. I feel so fortunate, so blessed. I am over the moon, rippling with excitement. I can't believe this is all happening. And like, yeah, it's a lot, but like how amazing that I'm equipped to do it all. Wow. It's a lot, but we're doing it. So I'm realizing when I vlog, all I do is tell you guys what I did off camera. And I understand that I'm actually supposed to be showing you lifestyle stuff, but you know, I'm gonna do better. I just can't ever imagine that it's interesting for you all to watch me eat or walk around Trader Joe's. So I just do those things and then tell you I did them. I did both those things. I got the sushi. Was it amazing? No. Did I crush? Yes, I was starving. And then I got all my groceries from my local Trader Joe's. Okay, so I'm back from my home. I'm gonna start doing some budgeting stuff and start looking around on some other things too. Hi. I was sitting here thinking, I was actually sitting here watching vlogs, and then I was thinking like, hey, you haven't captured any footage in a while. It's Saturday today, so the last time I captured footage was probably over a week ago. But we're in that lull between my offer being accepted and settlement. So there isn't really anything for me to show. Like nothing's really, well, it is not at all that nothing has been happening. It's just that nothing visual has been happening. So all I can do is kind of sit here and tell you things, which I'm trying to avoid these vlogs being just me sitting here talking all the time. But that's all I can really do at this moment is just give updates. I don't always do things very visually. I have lists. You know, I love it when like YouTubers and vloggers and people I love, they show like their mood boards and like I'm not there. I'm making lists. Like I'm trying to source some things, cost out some things, figure out what I even need on the front end, what can I space out, and none of it's visual. It's literally just like lists of costs, lists of things to consider, things to like, all of them are just like lists of links. So I can just like keep everything in one place, and I can go back and say, what was my plan for this room? Oh, what was I thinking? Like even, no, this is the budget. Like when I was like kind of coming up with some of the costs and like putting like little plans of action, like what's the strategy for this room? What am I going to do first? What am I going to like forego doing, based on like timing? So that's literally all it is. So like, there's not even like anything cute for me to show you guys. Pinterest, on the other hand, of course, is a little bit more visual. Like, of course, I have my board for my home, and I just need things very organized. So I've got things like, you know, broken out by every category that I need. Let's see, what do we want to look at? So like, I'll start thinking about something. Like you can obviously see here, I was thinking about like coffee tables and trying to see like what my aesthetic was and what I wanted to go with there. I was considering built-ins around the TV. Don't know about it. I'm definitely going to get a fireplace surround, so I was looking for some inspo there on that, and I think I'm going to do something like this, like at the fireplace surround, and paint an accent arch over it. I love that, like, and maybe do some sort of tiling inside the surround, since it's not a fireplace. There's no chimney, there's no hole, so you know, those are kind of some of the things that I'm thinking about. And so I'll start sourcing different things and looking. So yeah, that's kind of just been what I've been doing, is just costing things out, looking at different sources, being forced to look and not buy, because that's not something I do. I look, I like it, I buy it. Doing it this way is like a really nice way to force myself to slow down and to really like conceive of the full design before purchasing. I will say I am also amidst my journey of breaking my bachelorette renter habits and staying in. I mean, it's been a pandemic, so I haven't really been going out, but like not ordering food in, not spending a bunch of money, not going shopping. So I've got like some tuna lettuce wraps here. One thing that's really important to me is that I have stuff available to me to eat that I actually want to eat. When I start to get like kind of depressed that I can't eat what I want, like that would be like if I had only stuff in the house that I didn't want to eat, and like I really just wanted to go get something that I enjoyed and I couldn't, then I'd be very sad. So it's like I have to be mindful to keep like stuff that I really like around, and like always have like good food options, so that like if I need to make the choice to stay in and eat, it doesn't end up like a depressing feeling. So I'm gonna eat these tuna lettuce wraps that I made for lunch over the last week. And then I also have some like teriyaki chicken that I made over the last week. So I'm gonna eat this throughout the day today, and then I'm having a wine and cheese later. Okay, happy Saturday. In Vlogland, it has probably been 5 seconds since you've seen me. In real world, I have not picked up the camera in 1 to 2 weeks. I don't even know how long. But yeah, when I tell you guys, the closing process has been absolute insanity. I'm gonna go walk back home now, and then I'll catch up with you guys there and give you an update. Okay, so I'm back from my my failed attempt to work out from this morning. So the closing process has been absolute insanity. The closing loan officer will email me asking for 37 documents, half of which I'm really like, can we keep this on a need to know basis? Like, what does that have to do with this financial application? Like, half the stuff she asked for, I'm like, oh baby, you in my business. Like that, I cannot find the thread of what the relevance of that links to with this loan application we have here in May 2021. So anyway, she'll send an email asking for 37 points of irrelevant personal information. 6 hours later, we'll send another email asking for 17 more documents and points of personal information. Does not respond to my questions. Like, she'll be like, let me know if you have any questions. Please return this in 1 business day. I do have questions. Can't reach her. No response. I can't wait for this to be over. We are 2 weeks away from my closing date. I'm going to treat myself to a plant and brunch because I have been buckled down. Honestly, like I have been living off of like Trader Joe's frozen meals and salads for like the better part of 2 weeks, but my whole life can't stop. So I am doing that. And let me show you guys what I've been doing. Okay, so ignore my messy desk. Like this is how I was keeping track of everything. I've just been collecting links so that I have everything that I'm looking for in one place kind of, but I wanted some kind of a visual representation to start figuring out if all of these things that I'm linking and listing made any sense together. So I made these boards. Let me see if I can bring you guys closer. I literally just took pictures of things that I'm looking to get or that I have and put them on a board to see if the tones are working. And I was so surprised to see that I was leaning much more like warm beiges and browns. I thought I was gonna go cool and gray, but it makes sense not to in this space. So I just began putting things like these are actual items that I want to get. All of these are the floors that I'm looking at, the bar stools. So these are actual items. And then what I do to try to bring in things that I already have is try to either find something I have online and get a picture of it or just get something close to it. So like I'm also, because I'm a plant mom, tracking where I'm going to put some of my bigger plants. So I'm just reminding myself that I'm putting Bruce and Monty down in the living area and just showing things there. I'm going to have like a mantle moment. So I'm like, you know, showing what I want to do there. I'm curious if it shows up on camera. I don't think it does, but a nude wall with a complimentary nude arch painted over it. This etagere where I'm gonna put a lot of plants, reminder that Bruce is over on that side. Kitchen that I'm thinking, upstairs there's a sitting room that I wanna do as kind of like an upstairs living room den type thing. My home office. So yeah, that's pretty much, I have most everything for the upper levels. It's this lower level that almost literally everything here needs to be purchased except for the plants. But once I get up to the second floor sitting room and the home office, that's where I have everything. This, I'm gonna try to repurpose the picture rail that I did in my bedroom for this picture rail in this room. And I have so much art. I don't like, you can kind of see it, some of it there, some of it here. I've got more prints everywhere. Art, just like art through the roof. So I'm less concerned about anything in here except for this chair. And I have a chair that I'll use in the meantime until I'm able to invest in this one. So this is how I just lay stuff out. This is just PowerPoint. So it's free. If you have PowerPoint, like I know how to use the whole Adobe Creative Suite, but I don't have it. I'm not paying for a license. So I just use PowerPoint because it's just a blank whiteboard, and then I just put everything on there and show what I want to show. Like I'll show you guys how I do it. Let me see, what's something I can add in here? So I just take an image of something that I want to check the tones of, and in PowerPoint, y'all, this is like next level stuff. Like I used to have to use Photoshop for this, and it's one of Photoshop's premier tools, but there are little hacks for you to be able to do it for free here too. So like how I have this plant on this mantle and there's no white space behind it, I like to do that for stuff like this so I can see how stuff looks like right next to each other. Like see, it's kind of hard for me to see how this would look on the mantle with all that like stuff around it. Same if I were to put it anywhere else. If I want to see the tones together, I have to remove the background and then you have to tidy it up. So I'm marking items to keep, and you can just like fiddle with it to try to show. It's not going to be perfect, but honestly, some things do come out pretty perfect. Some things are a little less tidy. It doesn't really matter. And I'll just leave that as is. So you can see like it's not perfect. It's a little jaggedy around the edges, but I took the background off so that I could see, oh, is that like a tone I would like on there? Is that gonna make the mantle look busy? Would I rather like put it on here with some books, like neutral books and plants? So I can like, that's what I do to like play around with stuff and see where I might like it. So that's just me trying to figure out if it slaps. I was told that's what the young folks are saying nowadays. Slaps. Usually by the time I use a word, it's not cool anymore. So maybe people aren't saying that anymore. I'm sorry. That's all I got. That's all I really know how to do. Okay, that's all I really need is just my eyes to pop a little bit, my eyebrows to be neat, and I'm gonna go finish getting ready. Okay, so I'm ready to go and I need to get out of the door. I have this one flexi rod in my hair because I washed my hair about a week ago. I left it up in bands for like a week, so the back got really stretched out, and I just needed to shrink it up a little bit more. Like it was even more stretched out than this part. It was just like kind of like straight at the ends. So I put this flexi rod in there with some gel on it. I'll take it out when I get to the location. I definitely did take my time getting ready today. It's usually like, I'm not like a girl who needs an hour to get ready because as you saw, I don't really do much with my makeup. I've got on this like single piece jumper. So it's not like I needed to put together like a crazy outfit. But yeah, I don't know what took me so long. I think I was just kind of like dancing around, fooling with my hair, hoping it comes out like, you know, not lopsided and like even. I think when I take this down, that'll help balance it out. I don't know, girl, we gonna see. But otherwise, I'm on the way to I don't know if I said before, a plant scavenger hunt that one of my girlfriends planned, and then we're getting brunch, and then I'm going to hang out with another friend. So got a whole day planned. It is like gorgeous out in DC. Pardon me, I don't like wearing bras. Really glad I did this. This jumper is from a Black owned company. Modern Opulence is the name of it. I saw, I think, an Instagram ad with her in this piece and it was just like hitting. So I ordered it and got it. I love the color. It's so warm. It's just gorgeous. I feel like it complements really well with my skin. So that's what we rocking with. Hello. I have not been vlogging this process. Hold on, let me turn this music off. The week of closing was an absolute dumpster fire. I think my lender had like too many clients. I'm sure you've heard about the housing shortage and that like just everyone is buying right now. It's an insane market and that runs through every part of the buying chain. So because there's all these purchases, the lenders have like hundreds of approvals to get through and packages and applications, and it was absolute insanity. I wasn't sure we were going to be able to close on time. At one point we moved, she tried to move the date back, but no one was having it. So we did close a week ago. The previous owner had a rent back until yesterday. So yesterday was the first day that I really had access to the house. I'm going over there today to meet a contractor to get my fourth estimate for some of the work I want done. I'm also just gonna hang out there for a little while. I have some laundry to do and some stuff I want to take over there. I'm not moving over there yet. I probably won't move in until like July or late June. I've got a bunch of stuff I ordered and it shipped here. I have to head over there because the flooring person is meeting me at 9 and I gotta go. So I have all of this to bring over. I was gonna break the boxes down outside, but those monsters are here, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm probably gonna try to break it down here. Probably gonna leave this. Mostly I just wanna break down this box. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I'm at my place. I don't think I want to do an empty house tour, not in this vlog at least. I'm probably going to walk around and get some before footage so I can see how far it's come and how impactful all the changes are. I did bring a bunch of stuff. I'm going to do a DIY kitchen update, just like the same things you guys have probably seen a million videos of. I love watching those, like renter-friendly kitchen upgrades, but since I'm not going to get a contractor to fully upgrade the kitchen at this point, I just want to do like a light cosmetic fix to make it a little bit more my style. So I'll show you guys the stuff I got for that. Some of it is still coming in. I have the next week off of work, so I'm planning on doing a ton of little projects around the house. Let me walk that back. I'm planning on doing the kitchen. What I would normally do is overschedule myself and try to do 27,000 things to this place and get overwhelmed and burned out and be in a small ball. So I'm not doing that. The only project I plan to get done is the kitchen update. And I'm getting a bunch of bids from contractors now, and that'll help me decide if I'm gonna go with a general contractor to do everything from the floors to the painting to electrical, or if I'm just gonna pick a flooring company to just do the floors and do the rest myself. So that's where we are. Okay, I'm up on the 3rd floor now, and I got one thing right. I was so excited. To me, the last owner mixed tones a bit, and what I mean by that is that there's cool tones and warm tones. Like the veining of the shower and all the marble it's brown and gold veining, a little bit of gray, but it's very warm. And then there's like silver, which is cool, tons of like silver accents, silver everywhere, and then a sort of grayish vanity white. And so to me, I didn't know whether to go warm or cool in here, and all I did literally was just get a bath mat. But the tones kind of go both ways, and I'm not looking to clash any more than I kind of feel some of them do. And this was like perfect. So I think if you ever have like gray and brown, like a grayish, sticking with that warmer toned, and I mean, I get if you don't like warm. I thought I was gonna go cool like everywhere in here, but this ended up like the vanity color and the rug color and the floor color and the tile color. It just blends in seamlessly. So I did one thing right. Okay, obviously I don't have my tripod here, and this will all look so different by the time I show it to you guys. So I just like keep moving around and showing like tiny little corners that to me are irrelevant, because it's not gonna look anything like this when you see it. But this is the first thing I got for the kitchen reno, DIY reno. Okay, I was nervous about this. So this is the backsplash tile, and I was like, why is it so light? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. So this is the tile I got to do the backsplash. I think it was called Campanola. I'll put it all below, but it's apparently a gloss finish. I don't know if I knew that or not, or if that would have been what I picked if I understood any of this. Like, and by the time I realized like my week off was here and I needed to have everything, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to order all this stuff. I'd been like saving it and making like project lists, so I'd had it ready to execute purchasing, but I hadn't purchased it yet. So I got this tile. It's gonna be a pretty basic update, like white subway tiles, marble countertops. I got a new sink. That's about to be lit. But my place only has windows on one facade. I don't know if I've said that before. So to me, when you get a little bit back off to the back side of my home, it's a little more dim. So I wanted to brighten things up back here. The previous owner had yellow walls, I guess you'd call it, like a muted yellow, which is like, I get it. Like maybe it felt more like sunlight, but I don't want that. But I don't, and I also like, these are like laminate or vinyl cabinets. I thought they were real wood, they're not. But they're like that cherry color. So that's a little dark. She has black appliances. She had black appliances. So I just want to brighten things up a bit back here, and just none of that is really my taste anyway. So I just got these tiles are going to be really easy to apply. I think I'm gonna open one of them. I was thinking these were a little different than they are. Like, I know there's the option for, oh yeah, these are like straight. When I edit this, I'm gonna be so curious to hear if you guys can hear those cicadas. They are absolutely bananas out here. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, so they're like, it's not hard, it's not real tile. I didn't know what they were gonna be. Some Some of them I think are like actually like ceramic or like ceramic like. These just feel like vinyl stickers. Like they're completely, it's not a hard thing, which isn't exactly what I was thinking it was going to be, but it's probably going to make installation so much easier, honestly. Like I didn't know if I needed to get a tile cutter. I do not, because like, well, this is plastic. And I didn't know if I needed like an X-Acto, if I was going to need to score stuff. Again, I do not. I will need an X-Acto for the counters, but not for this part of the project. And I don't think the counters are going to get here, the contact paper, until this coming week. So there's that. Okay, so I just like laid them out around the kitchen to get a better feel for the length, just like that I needed. That was 5 packs and I have 2 left, so I need, to be safe, 3 more packs. Yeah, no, I definitely need 3 more packs, and I think I'll have a few left over if I get 3 more packs, so that will be good. And that'll be the color scheme of the tile.